Norm, don't eat that, please. Do not eat that. Hey, Norman.
Hey friends, welcome back to Travel Tea. Today we're doing something a little bit different. It's going to be a spicy little core flow. We will spend some time in plank, so let's start by rolling out our wrists. As always, it's Zumi's o'clock again. I live in fear. Take your time with these little wrist circles. We're going to get into some core strength, some mobility, all kinds of good stuff. Ooh, how you doing? One full week of this program. How you feeling? All right, when you're ready to let go of the wrists, we'll bring ourselves to a tabletop, hands stacked under the shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to start with a nice, easy cat-cow. Let the belly drop, peeling up in the head and the tail. I told you. And then pulling away, belt pulls up to the ceiling, pressing out of the floor. Ooh. I encourage you to let this be kind of loosey-goosey. If you'd like to take a little twist, a little side to side, a little wiggle, go for it. There are no stakes today. You already showed up, so you already did something hard. I apologize for my son. Alright, I'm gonna go for one more cat spine, and then we'll all find tabletop again together. Nice and stacked up, feeling that core support from underneath. We're gonna take walrus hands. I call them that. We're going palms in, fingers out, like a walrus. We're gonna take that nice, strong, solid tabletop, and we're gonna start to slide it around in a circle. Poking the tailbone back, poking the head forward, bending it to the side, maybe getting a little wiggle in the ribs side to side. But we're also getting a little more wrist love here. So go ahead and spread out your fingertips, grab the floor. And when you're ready, we'll switch directions. Ooh. Don't stop those breaths. Soften up the elbows if you can. That's the kind of thing I always need to be reminded. Nice, we're here for just a few more seconds. And when you're ready, we'll settle back into that tabletop. Fingers come back to point forward. Now we're going to set up with a little core brace action here. So finding that solid tabletop, I'm going to pick up one hand, pull it to my chest and hold, and then tap it down. Now this can be a smaller lift. This can be just a tap off the floor. Maybe you choose to hover your knees as you do it. But what I want you to think about here is those 4 square corners of the tabletop lifting away from the floor, pressing into the ground, already feeling that resistance build up as we practice this shift from a solid table to a 3-legged table, trying not to let that disturb anything. It shouldn't be too taxing. This is just a little bit of pre-work work. You know, like a warm-up, Laura. Good, my friends, we got about 10 more seconds here. Keep playing with it. Keeping those shoulders forward over the wrists. We'll go for 3, and 2, and 1, and rest. All right, my friends, take a break, wriggle out your wrists if you need to. I'm going to show you our first move. Today, we're going for 2 sets of 30 seconds of everything. So we will repeat everything once with a tiny break in between. We're starting from our tabletop. We're going to lift the hips up and back towards a downward dog position, pressing away from the floor, thinking nice long spine, easy knees. And then we're going to roll forward over the shoulders. Option to come down to a hover for a little more spice, or gently tap back down to our tabletop, knees down in between. We're there for 30 seconds. Here we go in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do this. Pushing up and away. Rolling forward. Pushing up and away. Rolling forward. Good. Practicing moving into that hinge and back to the plank. We got lots of shoulder mobility happening here. Woo, some lower body mobility. Moving patient with it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let it go. Not too bad, right? We're going to take a tiny break and then we'll go for 30 more seconds. Whatever you need to do to take care of those wrists. You can even take this from an incline, moving from a hinge into a little squat. Bend the knees, come forward to your plank. Back to the hinge. All right. Here we go. 30 seconds on. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do this. Back it up. Bring it down. Back it up. Bring it down. Grab the floor. Soften your elbows. Soften your knees. If you've let go of the deep breaths, now's a great time to get them back. Nice. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. All right, we're going to flip over onto our back now. We're going to go for a one-sided dead bug. We're going to give the buddy a little love first. I'm being hunted today. We're going down to the floor. We are planting our feet now in this dead bug. I want you to think about stacking knees over the hips, so moving them away from the chest, over the hips, okay? It's gonna make it 10 times more challenging. I'm gonna brace this with my left hand on top of my left knee, pressing into each other, resisting. I'm reaching out with my right arm and right leg, exhale, pulling them in. I'm thinking about connecting my bottom rib to the top of my hip, finding that core brace, trying to use the floor for support. Again, reaching out, pulling in. Do not worry about reaching out super long and down close to the floor and making this long line. No. No need to worry about that. We're focusing on the core brace and we're just challenging it by throwing our arms and legs around, okay? So if this feels better, extending up towards the ceiling, or just moving the leg, or just moving the arm, go for it. Don't be afraid to play around here. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, and we'll go right back to the first side. No rest. Here we go. 30 seconds on in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Reaching out. Exhale, bring it in. Reaching out on the inhale. Exhale, contract. 30 seconds is not a super long time. You might not get a lot of reps in. I want you to focus on quality movement and on those deep, deep breaths. 10 seconds left. We're switching right to the other side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Reset. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I'm reaching left hand, left foot. Exhale, drag it in. Reach out, left hand, left foot. Exhale, drag it in. Can you press right hand into right knee a little bit more? Find that brace again. Get some resistance going. Nice. 10 seconds left on the second side. We're going right back to that first side. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Switching, resetting in 3, 2, 1. We reach out. Drag it in. Stay patient with it, reaching out, dragging in. Good, reaching out, dragging in, reaching out, dragging in. That's 20 seconds down, 10 seconds left. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Back to that second side. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Reaching out. Exhale, drag it in. I'm going to shut up a little bit so you can feel this. Good, 10 seconds left. Keep moving with your own tempo. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. let it rest. Take your time, flip yourself back over. We're moving back into a plank. This is my favorite move. I think it's so fun, but I know some of you are going to disagree with me. All right, we are starting from our bear plank once again, so that can be toes tucked, knees hovering like an inch off the floor, or you can keep it down in the tabletop. From here, I'm stepping back to an extended plank. I'm going to reach one arm back behind me, twist, reach for the sky, bring it back down, twist the other way. I'm trying to keep my hips pinned in space, so not lifting up and back towards that downward dog, keeping them tucked under me in this plank, nice and soft in the knees, okay? So here's the pattern. We step in, we step out, we twist, and we twist, and we step in. Yeah, you got it. 30 seconds on, so not a ton of time to get those reps in, but it's gonna be enough. All right, here we go, my friends. You ready, Norm? I love you too. Let's do this in 3, in 2, in 1. Knees up. I step it back. I twist. I twist. Ooh, step it in. Good. Step it out. I twist. Already halfway done. You're doing great. No need to rush. Just because you got a little bit of time with these moves, a little bit of work is enough today. We're done in 3, in 2, in 1, and let it rest. Okay, tiny baby break. We're just gonna step away. We're gonna step back in while we're still a little bit fatigued. Get some good work going. All right, here we go. Bear plank, to the step, to the twist. We'll go in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do this. Step it out. And twist. And twist. Ooh, step it in. Good, back out. And twist. And twist. Ooh, step it in. Remember, you can always rest those knees down on the tabletop. We've got 10 seconds left, my friends. Easy knees and elbows. Find that plank in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Ending wherever you are. We're coming back down to our backs again. We're going for a one-sided crunch. I will explain what that means in just a second. But get comfy, lying all the way down, planting the feet. I'm going to reach my arms up overhead. I'm going to drive my knee towards my nose, and I'm going to curl up head, neck, and shoulders as I reach around my leg, reaching towards my toes. Okay, now we've got options here. We can tap the foot down in between as we drive that knee in. We can press it out, extend and hover, then drive it in, okay? You can also totally keep your head down on the ground as we do this. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, and then we repeat. You ready? Here we go. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do this. Driving knee in. And reach. Driving knee in. And reach. Good. Knee comes in. And we reach. 15 seconds down already. In. And reach. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right to the other side. Here we go. In. And out. Exhale, bring it all into the center. Stretch it out. Ooh, remember you have the option to tap that foot down, especially if your low back starts talking to you a little bit. Nice, so you have 10 seconds left here. We're going right back to that first side. Oh, it's gonna be spicy, but it's gonna be good. We're going in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's switch again. We reach, we drag it in. We reach, we drag it in. Taking a break to bobble out your neck whenever you need to. I like to tuck my chin in towards my chest. It helps me lift with my torso and not just my neck, I find. Good, we're here for 5, 4, switching sides in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last time through. This is a lot of crunches right in a row. I know it. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Take the tiny breaks whenever you need to. The crunches will be there. We're here for 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Let it rest, my friends. All right, we've got one more tiny challenge left. Here's the deal. It's going to be a little bit of a circuit with 2 moves. Nothing crazy, I promise. We're going to bring the legs in closer together, lifting up into a narrow floor bridge. This might be enough. If you'd like to hold this for 30 seconds, A-okay. You can also move in and out of the floor bridge if that feels better. If you're up for it, we're going to pick one foot off the floor and then switch, again, working with that instability, keeping the hips even. Ooh, try not to disturb them as we march the feet, even if we're just tapping them up off the floor, okay? From there, you have the option to stay down, drive one knee to the chest, stretch the other one out and away from you. That can be high, that can be low, up to you. I call these unicycles because it's like bicycle legs, but nothing's happening up top, like a duck kind of. Or you have the option to come up to the forearms, drive the knee in and switch, okay? 30 seconds of each move. We're not gonna stop and then we'll be done. We're gonna repeat it. You got this. Here we go, starting with that walking floor bridge in 3 and 2 and 1. Scoop it up. I'm tapping, I'm resting. I'm tapping, I'm resting. Try to relax your upper body, especially your collarbones. Ooh, and your neck. We don't need them to help. 15 seconds down. Thinking about keeping that tail gently tucked underneath us. Tops of the hips scooping in towards that bottom rib. This might be lower than the floor bridge you're used to, and that's okay. We're switching to the unicycle in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm coming up to my elbows in 3, 2, 1. I drive that knee in and I switch. Bring it in and switch. Again, legs do not need to stretch down towards the floor. Legs might stretch out and away from you. I'm thinking about lifting my chest forward just slightly. Tall, confident spine. 10 seconds left here. And then I'm moving back into that floor bridge. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go back down to the floor. Feet planted. 30 seconds on in 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. I step. And I shift. The wider apart your feet are, the more challenging it's going to be not to shift side to side. You could play around with that. If you're feeling more unstable than you'd like, maybe bring those feet a little bit closer together, planting into the ground, stomping into the ground to find your support and your strength. Less than 10 seconds. Back into the unicycle in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm keeping my head down this time. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drive it in and switch. You also have the option to curve up through the cervical spine. Ooh, just head, neck, and the tops of the shoulders off the ground. Bringing knees in towards armpits. Nice, my friends. Last little bit of work here. About 10 seconds left. Whee! Almost there. Almost done with week 1. You're doing great. We'll go in 3, in 2, in 1. Yay! Oh, you can hang out on the ground a little more if you'd like to. I'm going to press up so I can come talk to you. Thanks so much for your hard work. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending your time with me. I hope you're feeling good. I hope laughing hurts tomorrow a little bit, very selfishly, so you're thinking about me. All right, I will see you next time. Bye, friend.